This is my body. Ignore the mess in the background. But this is what I look like, and yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kristen and welcome if this is your first time stopping by. So today's video is a nerve-wracking one for me to make, and it's also it's just very personal to me, and I don't like talking about this on here, or I try not to share too much on Instagram, but it's kind of at a point where I feel like I need to talk to you guys about it because I want you to be a part of it. And what I'm referring to is my weight loss, healthy living, fitness journey. So let's start at the beginning. So growing up, I started dancing when I was 3. I did competitive dancing from when I was 3 to when I was 14. I quit after 8th grade, and I would dance for 25, 30 hours a week. Vigorous exercising, all types of dance. If you are familiar with Dance Moms or any of those like dance shows, you know how intense dancing can be. It was my exercise, it was my hobby, it was my life for so long. A little bit in the middle there, I played soccer, but dance ultimately takes up a lot of time and a lot of money, so I could only really choose one, and I chose dance. The year after I quit dance, I decided I would still do dance, but not for competition, just for fun. And I tore my ACL. I tore my right ACL when I was 15, and it was very scary because I had never experienced any injury like that before, or any injury at all. I had never broken a bone or anything up until that point. So I essentially lost all the muscle that I had, and it was replaced by fat, essentially. So even when I was doing competitive dancing, I was always a bigger girl. I was always one of the bigger ones. I was ridiculed, not by kids, but by teachers, by parents, by costume designers. We had a whole community of people that loved me and accepted me for who I was, but a lot of the times I was still being judged by the teachers for being bigger, and a lot of times within the dance community, being bigger means that you're not as good and that you aren't as talented. So it was always a struggle, and I always felt the pressure since I was like 10 years old. I think I was 10 years old when I really started to realize that I was big, and I started dieting really early on. So around when I was 10 to now, I have been back and forth dieting nonstop. So after I tore my right ACL, I went through therapy. I went into musical theater, which has been a huge hobby and passion of mine for a very long time. And I did a little bit of dancing again. And then in the winter of, I want to say it was 2013 or 2014. I was 19. I tore my left ACL. So that was the second time I've torn an ACL. And I mean, now I was even, but it was scary because I knew what was going to happen. And I went through all of that. So I've torn both my ACLs. And anytime I gained muscle, I ended up losing it and had to rebuild. Essentially, when you tear an ACL, you literally, within a matter of days, it just feels like there's no muscle to support you. After the surgery, there's no muscle to support you. You really have to build from scratch. So I stopped doing musical theater, which was really hard. Why am I crying? Because I was constantly scared that I was going to hurt myself or injure myself, and I didn't want to go through it again. So I quit that hobby, and I finished school, and about a year and a half ago to 2 years ago, I started to go to the gym. And for me, I had always gotten my exercise in other ways. And so I started going to the gym. I did vigorous cardio, pretty much only cardio. I would do like an hour on the treadmill, 45 minutes to an hour on the elliptical, just because I wanted to burn as many calories as I could. And it worked for a little while, but not completely. So I've been speaking with my doctor for a while about this. We've really waded through so many options. Last year, I went through so many tests. My blood has been drawn so many times. Ultrasounds, everything that could possibly be tested, I had tested. And everything came back completely normal, completely healthy. So while I'm heavier, everything was normal. And while I should be celebrating that, I just wanted a reason for why I couldn't lose weight, or why, like, what was wrong with me. So again, I've been big my whole life. I'm used to being big, but right now I'm actually at my heaviest that I've ever been, and it's absolutely terrifying because I don't feel good in my body and I don't feel proud of myself. And while I've never really had that feeling of confidence in who I am with my body, and I know that just being able to accept your body as it is really important, but for me it's just a struggle because I've never felt like I've been in my own body. Like, I don't feel like I belong in this body, and it just gets kind of tricky. When I spoke with my doctor about it, we've gone through a lot of different tests. For a while I took Edipex, which I can't remember there's like another generic name for it. But I was taking Edipex for 6 months on, and I lost 40, 50 pounds. It was incredible. But essentially what Edipex does is it curbs your appetite, so you are never hungry. And I was probably eating between 600 to 900 calories a day. And it was, I wasn't anorexic, because in my head this was fine, because that's what the medicine is supposed to do. It's supposed to help you not want to eat. So I thought it was working fine, but it messed with my mood. It hurt relationships with my family because I was constantly fighting. It makes you very aggressive. It's just not a good medication. However, even though I went through all that, I lost the weight, I gained all of it back plus some, which happens. And that's a whole different conversation we'll get into. For right now, this is just my fitness journey, my background, my weight journey, I guess. I gained it all back, and then I went back to the doctor and I asked if I could go on it again. I have been on and off of it 3 times. The first time it was effective, and the other 2 times it was not. And it is not the healthy way to do it. While it may work for some people, it can become addictive. It can become a problem with your mental state. It can really mess with you, and it messed with me, and I honestly do not want to put myself through that again. So, with that being said, right now I am at my heaviest weight, and you're probably wondering like how that's possible, because I work out 5 days a week for about an hour to an hour and a half, and I've been diligently working out with my fiance, who's a personal trainer, for 8-9 months, and previous to that I was doing the cardio all the time. It is really a trial and error with fitness and with your calorie intake. Healthy living is not dropping 40 pounds in 40 days. It is actually, when you are going down slower, you have a tendency to keep it off. When you drop really fast, while it may give you the results you want initially, you will gain all of that back plus some, because you dropped it incorrectly, and then you start to eat the wrong foods or the wrong amount of foods again, and your metabolism can't handle it. So I'm currently seeing a dietitian, My doctor is strongly involved with me as well. And I have switched all my medications that are possibly affecting it. So I've looked into a lot of different options. And right now, starting of January 1st of this year, my fiance and I are taking a new approach. And we're hoping that this works. But we will work through this. I need to lose weight for my health. I need to lose weight not because I'm unhealthy, because all of my health exams, all of my physical exams, all of my blood work, it is perfectly normal. Like, doctors have no worry. I have great blood pressure, no high cholesterol, like nothing. It's just my weight is just abnormally high for the kind of lifestyle I'm living. And they know, like, all of these doctors know how hard I'm trying, know that I'm taking as many steps and positive steps, I should say, in the correct direction, but they don't understand why it's not working. So we are working through it. So that is my backstory. Now let's talk about a more positive approach. So going forward on this channel, I would like to share my fitness, my health journey with you guys if that's something that you're interested in. I really hope it is, because I want you guys to be a part of it as I go through it, because I'm sure that there are going to be days that are really hard. I'm sure there are going to be days that are really great. I'm sure you guys are going to want to see maybe how I work out, or what kind of workout schedule I have, what kind of food I eat every day, how I'm making that progress, and trying to get to my goal. And of course in my mind I have a set weight, but the weight is not the important thing. It's how I feel, how I don't want to say how I look, because obviously it shouldn't matter, but in my head it's still how I am going to look on my wedding dress, on my wedding day, in my wedding dress, how I want to feel that day. So I'm not focusing on my insecurities, and I'm just focusing on the love and the joy that should be there. So I really would like to share everything about my journey with you guys. If that's something you're interested in, please give this video a thumbs up and comment down below. I do want to know your thoughts. I want to know what kind of videos you guys would like to see about my fitness journey. I'm sorry if this was like kind of a sad video, but I really wanted to get this out there. And honestly, it's a way to hold me accountable, a way to look back on where my mindset is now versus where it hopefully will be in 12 months. I just really want you guys to be a part of this, and I hope you guys would like to. If any of you guys have any tips, or if you guys even share the same struggles, I want you guys to share it with me. I want this to be a community. I've always said that about my channel. I want us to be a family. I want us to be a community of people who share thoughts and ideas and words of comfort, words of love, support, all across the board. And I really feel like you guys have created that community on here for me, and I appreciate that so, so much, and I love you guys all so, so much. But that is why I feel so comfortable coming on here and sharing my story and telling the world what I've been through. Because if there's anybody else out there that is dealing with the same struggles that I am, I want them to know how I'm getting through it, or how I'm hoping to get through it, and what kind of steps I'm taking. And just I want us to work. It's a collaboration. It's something that you guys are working with me on, and I'm working with you guys on. So we're gonna kick off this health and fitness journey together. This is the first video of many, I am very sure, and I am so excited to see where we go and how we get there. I appreciate all of your love and support. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel down below. I would love for you guys to join my family here. Become a part of this group, become a part of this community that I've built, and follow us along on this journey. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I love you all so, so much, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, guys.